Susan Dillman-Stilz here, Mount Comfort RV, to talk to you about the Mirada 315KS. Folks, this is a great motorhome, and if you don't understand why you should have a Coachmen in your life, listen up. I'm going to go through this kind of quickly, but if you have more questions, I'm going to invite you to give me a call. So the Mirada is a great step up from their introductory Pursuit, which is a gas coach. This 315KS is a great couples coach, and if you've seen any of my videos before, you'll know that I talk a little bit about some of the best things in an RV or things you don't necessarily see. I'm going to start with underneath. It's going to be a galvanized steel underbelly. They coat that again, and what that's going to do is it's going to help prevent rust, it's going to keep it from scratching, and more importantly, it's going to keep critters from getting into your motorhome. As we all know, there is no such thing as one mouse. So the more you can keep those guys out of your motorhome, the better off we are. So we're going to talk a little bit about the roof. You're going to have a one-piece fiberglass roof. And there's some great things about how Coachmen's are made. One of the things that we want to know is the fact that inside both the roof and inside both the walls, they use a backer wall that is made out of plastic. It's lighter than wood, it insulates better, so it's going to be quieter, warmer, or cooler in your coach. But more importantly, should you ever get a leak down inside, the plastic won't break apart like wood does. It won't pop your fiberglass away. You will never have delamination. That's one of Coachmen's best stories. Of course, they do a double process on the way they put their walls together. They're going to both vacuum bond and pinch roll. Those are two separate processes. They're going to stick everything together really well. Not only do you get a very strong wall, you also get something that is less prone to rigidity. It's going to flex a little bit going down the road, so you're not going to have to worry as much about your motorhome cracking. Because let's face it, we take these guys down a tornado every time we bring them down the road. So we want a little bit of flexibility as well as strength. I'm standing right here next to the side cameras, and there again, that's a great thing. Coachmen puts on a color high def infrared side cameras, so that's going to increase your visibility even in the nighttime. They also place them a little bit lower so that you don't have any blind spots down the side of the coach. One of the other things that's worth looking at too, if we could just kind of step around to the front, their dash is going to have a little bit more of an angle, and that improves your vision in front of the coach by about 20%. So you're going to see kids and dogs and furniture and a lot of other things up closer to the coach where you might have missed it on a flat dash. As we move around just really quickly, I wanted to show you a couple things on the outside. I thought this was extremely thoughtful and clever. It's actually an awning that pops off of the slide out. Now the Mirada is standard for slide out toppers, but this awning and that awning both pop off of the slide out. So we're not losing this much space that we would normally lose if we had a single awning coming off of the top. There again, just kind of thoughtfulness. So slide slam latch doors, say that 3 times fast, about 1.5 inches thick. They're insulated. One of the things that you need to know is your holding tanks are going to be up a little bit inside the coach, and there's going to be forced air, warm air coming from your furnace, so that they're going to stay a lot safer when you're camping a little bit more cold. We'll just kind of move down quickly around the outside of the coach. Of course, can't go camping without an outside television. Coachmen has put a Jensen in here for you, and that's going to move a little bit. It's on a swivel mount. And then we have just all kinds of cubbies for storage. Everywhere you look, if there was a dead space, they put a door or a drawer in it. That's to enable us to maximize every single spot. And as you know, if you've been out in your motorhome, you want someplace to put everything. Of course, they're giving us a ladder. A lot of manufacturers are eliminating this for cost savings. Coachmen knows that you want to be able to get up on that fiberglass roof and inspect your seals at least 4 times a year. We're just going to move kind of quickly around the outside. You can see this is a multiple slide out motorhome. When we get inside, you're going to be shocked at how much room there is inside our Coachmen Mirada 315KS. With that, let's step on inside. Well, here we are again inside the Mirada 315KS. I'm sitting here at the driver's position, and you'll see one of the things that Coachmen did was they beefed up the furniture here. Very clean look to our steering wheel. A lot of functionality. We do have Apple and Android CarPlay, so we can integrate that into as we're driving down the road. It's a lot more hands-free and safer function. This is new for 2021, this larger 10-inch monitor screen. That's going to provide the view both of your radio and then also of your side view and your rear view camera. Set up a lot like a diesel pusher. It's got that clean but technical look that we enjoy out of a diesel pusher. And quite frankly, the Mirada is going to give you a lot of the same amenities that we see in a diesel pusher. Of course, we have auto level right here. Pull in, set her up, and she figures out how she's going to be level. We have some great functionality, this little console right here, lots of places to put things, USB charge for the driver's cell phone. And in the passenger side, we have actually got a pull-out desk with a 12-volt and USB charge function in the back, kind of underneath. And super, super comfortable seats. I can't relate to you how comfortable this is. If you can't tell, I am a Coachmen motorhome fan. As we move through here, I think what you're going to see is a lot of brightness. Now know that there are 5 different floor plans for Coachmen's Mirada, and know that you have a couple of different decor choices, including that hot new light sort of bone-colored wood. This one we brought in with the lighter upholstery and a little bit darker wood. I love the glass finish here. Just gives it a more clean look, more modern, more contemporary look. Couple of things that I do want to point out to you. First of all, your television is on a little elevator they call a televator, and I'm not going to put it all the way up, but just know that this is where the TV comes up so that you don't lose your window. If you don't want to block that window completely, TV can go get put away, and there's a little bit of a lip on that to keep water and debris from getting down inside. Our galley is set up here, this little L shape, gives you quite a bit of counter space. Got a big farm sink here with a pull-down faucet. Plenty of room, residential size convection microwave, which I love. But they went ahead and gave you the little oven. Some manufacturers are doing away with this as a cost-cutting measure. And then here, this is tile backsplash, folks. That's not that plastic stuff that they glued on the wall. That's the real thing. As we move back through the coach, we've got a glass door on our shower. And oodles of storage space in here. So in Coachmen's 315KS, we've got what's known as a split bath. So you've got your shower over here, and then in here we have what's known as a water closet. Look at all the counter space you've got. A little stainless steel sink, which is going to do a great job of holding up. You've got your toilet on a bit of a platform, so it's not kind of a difficulty to get there in and out. And you've also got a great linen closet, as well as a medicine cabinet. Great place for toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant. And if somebody needs to use the facilities while somebody else is showering, there's no beating on the door. We have access both ways. Coachmen's given you privacy both ways with this door and this door. So if somebody wants to get up early and take a shower without disturbing the person who's sleeping or the rest of your guests in the coach, this is a great way to do it. I'm going to draw your attention to a few things. One, I love the light inside this cabinet up here. This is what they call their CPAP storage, or their CPAP station. If you use that breathing device, there is a 110 outlet and a place for your hoses to come down through the cabinet instead of sticking out. Otherwise, this is a great sort of a soft light for your bedroom. Plenty of storage space right here. Of course, in your Mirada, you do have an opportunity to rough in for washer dryer if you choose. This is the place where it occupied in the 315KS. And then one other place, I love the secret storage. Folks, if you're traveling with a firearm, valuables, cash, this is a great place to stow it so that somebody who did break into your motorhome wouldn't necessarily know that this is actually a secret cabinet. Of course, plenty of drawer space down here. I don't think I've ever seen a motorhome with this much drawer space. Great place for all your sweaters and so forth. Now in the 315KS, we do not have the storage under the bed, but I think they've done a great job of compensating right here on this storage wall. We're on a king-size bed, of course, with windows that open on both sides. Another window that will open right here, so we get plenty of air circulation. However, they did give us an extra air conditioner in the ceiling that's dedicated to the bedroom. Now it is ducted throughout the entire coach. Another thing that you don't necessarily see in a Coachmen motorhome is the fact that they use residential ducting, not the styrofoam porous stuff that can actually be a place for moisture to collect and mold and other bad things to grow. Well, that's just a quick look at the Coachmen Mirada 315KS. I've got so much more to tell you, and if you're curious about why you should get a Coachman out there camping with you, give me a call. I'm Susan Dillman-Stilz here at Mount Comfort RV.